Hi, and welcome to CLUE Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine, and today I'm playing along with the game of Clue over on Ginger's Corner. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be playing along with a fun challenge game based off of the board game Clue and hosted by Ginger over on Ginger's Corner. So let's get started and find out who our suspect is today. And we got suspect number 5, which is Ms. Peacock. So 5 for Ms. Peacock. And then what is number 3? 1, 2, 3. We got a rope. And then the location today is a 2, which is the billiard room. Okay, now let's see. We got a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Purple ribbon, string, or twine. Or no, sorry, we're on Miss Peacock. 1, 2, 3, 4. Blue ribbon, string, or twine. Okay. Okay, and then under the rope, we're going to find out what kind of page we need to make. So rope is here. And we got a 5, which is a girl page. That should be easy. And then location in the billiard room. What do we have to put on this layout? 4. Use a striped paper. I think I've had that a couple times already. That's cool. Okay, 4. Okay, so blue ribbon, string, or twine. Girl page, striped paper. Let me pull together some supplies and we will pop back in and show what is going to make up our page today. All right, hang on. I will be right back. Okay, friends, so this is what I came up with. I was lucky enough to roll 3 for rope and 5 for girl page. So I was able to go back to some of my photos from last month when I had put together some kits for speedy scrapbooking, and we had 23 sketches from that. And so I did not get to all of them during the month of July, but I thought it would be fun to go back to some of that. So I pulled out what I had. And interestingly enough, I had not put any papers with this series of photos. I just put the photos with the sketch, and then I kind of left it with just like in my girl stuff. So when I pulled out the 2 collections that I had for these photos, I was like, well, that's not what I wanted to do with these. I wanted them to be Coco specific. So these are pictures of my little Miss Emmy when she was only just a babe, and she's 4 now, but these are so cute. Her Nana and her mom filled this giant planter with like a warm water and then tinted it with cocoa so that it looked like she's like in the cup of cocoa. So stinking cute. And though that massive bow cracks me up. Like, I don't know. I know I see Ginger's little granddaughter with them all the time in her videos, and I think those are so funny. And then here's this one with my Emmy and her giant bow. Anyway, so then they threw some marshmallows in to make it look even more like a cup of cocoa. And then the progression is like the marshmallows are there, she's grabbing it, she picks it up, she bites it, and now she's got marshmallow face and it kind of melts and whatever. So anyways, I thought this is great. So I went looking for some cocoa paper, which I found in a Christmas paper pad that I had. And it happened to also have this really great stripe paper, which is on my list. So we have girl page, and now we have stripe paper because we rolled a 2 for the billiard room and then a 4 for striped paper. So here's the striped paper that goes with the cocoa paper. Now I don't even know if I'm going to go ahead and use the cocoa paper, but that's what brought me to this paper. So now you know. Also, I liked that it had blue in it because I had also rolled a 5 for Miss Peacock and a 4 for blue ribbon, string, or twine. And so I thought I could bring in a blue twine to my layout without it being to like random, right? So, because there's actually blue in the paper. So that worked out nice. Yeah, so because this has a background, like a kind of whitish background, and I did want a white background, so I went looking for one, and I found this script paper. I think it's like a, who made this one? These ones are from a paper pad, but this one's not. This is from Paper Rose, and it's from the Fine Print collection. And I thought this script font went really nice with Christmas. So I'm going to use that. And then I'm going to use these papers. But see in here how it has like 3 papers here. So maybe I'll use it like that. But I think across here, I'm not really sure. I think I just want maybe the red paper or the stripe paper. I haven't really decided how I'm going to do that. But I would like to incorporate all 3 of these papers. This paper, you can't probably see it on there, but it does say like all the Christmas things. And one of the things it says is something about Christmas comfy and cozy hot cocoa Christmas. So those are, the words are actually in there. So I think that's kind of cute too. And then I went to my Christmas stuff and pulled out a few things that I think can go with this, including a bunch of different like bows and cocoa cups, because those are pretty prominent in our Christmas collections. So I just pulled out what I had, and then whatever doesn't get used, I'll just pop it back in there and let that be. I also grabbed some of these washi strips, which might be fun. Okay, so I am going to pause the camera, put together my layout, and then we'll come back. I also am not sure if I want to like cut another one of these, because essentially I cut these on my Cricut to go with what we had happen in here. And essentially, the way I cut it is, so that's a 2x2 square. So essentially my photos should fit in behind here. But as you can see, there's little gaps because, you know, user error. It's not the Cricut that cut it differently. It is the girl who's cutting the photos. So, but this one like fits in there. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I might eliminate some of them. I might cut a third strip. I don't know. So I feel like we can figure that out along the way. So I guess we will just see how it comes together, and I will pop back in when I'm all done and show you how the layout turned out. All right, hang on. I will be right back. All right, friends, so this is the layout that I came up with following all of my prompts. So for my first roll, I got a 5, and then I rolled a 4 to go with it, which asked for blue ribbon, string, or twine, which I used here on the tag. I'm not sure if you can even tell that that's blue from where you guys are looking, but it definitely is blue. So that is my blue twine. So I'm just going to put on here when I write it into the Facebook group, I'm going to put on the tag so that they know where to look. And then we have rope for the tool used, and then and under rope I rolled girl page number 5. I'm just going to write that it's a baby girl in the photos when I put this into the Facebook group. Okay, and then in the location I got the billiard room, and then I rolled a 4 that says use striped paper, and so I'm just going to indicate that those are above and below the photos, and that's how I will indicate what I put onto my layout to follow the prompts. This was the sketch I was using. It's from last month's series on speedy scrapbooking. I hadn't gotten through all of the sketches, so I'm still using them to inspire me in my layouts this month. So here we are. This is layout number 8. I think this is the last one for this series. It has been super fun. Thank you to Ginger and Mallory for setting this fun challenge game up. I hope that everyone who played along had some fun and went looking for things that they maybe haven't used in a while. I know I did, and I think that that's a lot of fun. So I also guess I want to show these little photos. So as you can see, I only ended up using 8 like there was in the sketch, and which fit into my little film strips here, which I think turned out so super cute. I did have to back them with extra black cardstock because some of them were cut just a little bit shy of where the film strip ended, like the frame was. But I don't think you can tell from, like, I can't tell for unless I can because I'm looking for it, right? So obviously it's there and I see it, but I think overall it just doesn't even really show. So what I did was I went through and I picked the ones that I felt like there was like 2 showing the same thing, and I picked my favorite one. So like here she is just sitting back in the little cup of cocoa, and I feel like that's the kind of similar photo, and this one was my favorite. So that's the one I stuck with. And I think I'll save these ones for another day. Maybe I'll do something different with them. Maybe I'll put some of these in their family album. So then this little one where she's just, you know, after the fact kind of been playing with the marshmallow. I like this one. So these ones were very similar as well. So I picked just one of them. And I like this one because her expression is a little bit different. This one, she's looking more directly at the camera, but this one was still my favorite. And then this one where she's playing with the marshmallow fluff after it kind of starts to fall apart. I feel like this one, her hand was kind of covering her face, so I picked that one instead. And that's how I just decided which photos were going to go on here and which ones weren't. So yeah. Okay, I think that's it. I hope you are feeling inspired to create a layout using a fun challenge. So I think that's it for today, and I hope you're feeling inspired. Thank you so much again for hanging out with me today. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Have a great day, everyone. Bye for now.